it's as if I worked around it. Let's get kind of a little more unique shape there now. Hopefully it works in there. Now, I would have had a hard time working around that and getting that soft edges like that. When that dries, I can then come back and wash over whatever wash I put on the sky over that, and it looks like I saved that. You follow what I'm saying? Okay. Now for the tree trunk, I'm going to use the same green I'm using on the tree, but I'm going to mix some transparent red oxide with it, and I can get it all the way to black, but I want it to be a greenish black. That's kind of getting a little too repetitive with that stroke. What I have to do is come back and do a little white and knock a couple of those out. Still have a little bit of red paint on it. And then I come back and glaze over them again with the transparent wash. Y'all are free to talk, ask questions. Everybody looks so serious. Am I blowing it that bad?
We're just trying to absorb it then.
I have a question. Did you say at one point that you use just the medium, sometimes just by itself, just to glaze over a color? Did you say that?
No, I said you wouldn't see it unless you had some color in it. Now I use a couple of layers of medium just to seal the painting, just to glaze the painting.
I see.
But no, we can put, let me just thin down one of these colors really thin with the medium. And you can see what we're talking about. Up here, we're going to paint this sky anyway, so see how light that is? Now, this is kind of like watercolor with a few more visible strokes. Because this stuff has a little more viscosity, a little more body to it, and it doesn't spread out like it would in water. If you want to use this, if you want to work flat and do this, then you can use some an additive that would keep it from crawling. The flow release Golden has is a good one. Just put a couple drops of that in a wash, and it stays put on this just like it was paper. Now it won't soak in. Okay, let's at least get a spot up here and show you I'm not crazy up here. Got a little carry away right in there with that, so we'll come back and touch that with a little opaque. Let's,
Do you have any upcoming workshops that you'd like to put in plug for?
I've got 4 more workshops this year. Starting 1st of October, I got back-to-back workshops for 2 months. Sydney, British Columbia, Cheap Joe's in Boone, North Carolina, the Villages in Florida. I'm not retiring there. They have a big art group there. And then doing one in Orlando right backed up to that.
But not in Arkansas.
Not in where?
Not in Arkansas.
Well, I just finished some. I tell you, the people outside of Arkansas seem to want my workshop more in Arkansas.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Every 2 years I've been one at Rockefeller Institute, but I don't know, they're changing management. I don't know what they're going to do with it. By management, I'm talking about the people who coordinate those educational programs.
remember, you can let us know and we'll post it.
That's right.
Well, to be honest with you, I would, not till after July.
Oh, okay.
But I would be interested in doing one once in a while in Arkansas, and I'm sure that there'd be places to do that. Matter of fact, some people are still trying to organize another one in Bella Vista. But, I haven't figured this workshop thing quite right. You know, I finally quit fooling with the group in Bella Vista because, you know, just they couldn't get it together to fill a workshop. And then I could go to Chief Joe's that same year that they couldn't fill a workshop. And we had 3 people from Texas, 2 from California, 1 from Hawaii.
Wow.
This is Boone, North Carolina. They got to come and pay a hotel bill. They got to fly there, plus pay Chief Joe $400 and something for tuition.
That's pretty
And I thought, you know, some people want to learn more than others. Some people have more money than others.
Now, some people want a vacation. That's a lot of it, no kidding.
You come from Hawaii? No, I have to admit, that lady had a daughter somewhere in the United States, so she was settling up from that. But seriously, they just, when I did the workshop, that last workshop I did in Bella Vista, I had to make my own coffee and make sure the studio was clean when I left. When I drive into Boone, North Carolina, on the billboard out to the hotel, that welcome Charles Harrington, you know, flowers and fruit, big basket in the room. And they treat me like a king. Didn't have to make my own coffee. No, I'm just kidding. When I taught at the university for 25 years, and there was a running joke that you know, you're an expert if you're over 50 miles out of town. I think it's more than 50. But it's funny. They'll pay big bucks to get someone to come across the country when they've got people on their faculty that's isn't that?
That is.
That's the way the old world goes. But now let me show you a couple of techniques here. This is not going to end up some pretty painting. I think y'all have figured that out. But you got to come and look at these techniques. If you want to just walk up here, you can. But I want to show you another one of my favorite techniques. Now this is pretty much on smaller paintings, but I love to do this. It's number 4 round. And you can get in here and that's still wet. Let's get up here. Okay, I put that in there. Now, clean it and come back and I soften these edges. You can just scoop this stuff around and manipulate it and make sure there's no hard edges. Now, if you get to doing this too quickly in the painting, you get messed up. I'm not good at that, but restraining myself. But if you'll use as big a brush as you can, as long as you can, you'll probably get shape. This is a little filter that all painters might use. It's a little stiffer than the watercolor brushes. But if you'll look, there's very few things in there that I wouldn't still consider transparent. When it gets down to the end of this thing, to begin to use a little bit Jenkins green. Jenkins green is a really good versatile green. You believe where we're good.
Which green?
Jenkins green and gold. I usually my two favorites of paint is M. Graham. I don't know if you ever used it or not, but it's the Cadillac. It's a bit pricey, but boy, you feel it really feels good. And golden. And golden is a little higher on my list since they decided to give me paintings for me and my students for the Chief Joe workshop. So can we give you? Would you use our product? I said, well, I already used it.
You ever use their liquid?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of those. Would you like to?